Hi, and welcome to Finding and Keeping Key Employees, Part 3, Operational Planning with Insurance. A business owner's ability to find, hire, and keep key employees will play an important role in building a successful business. How these key people are integrated into the business system will also determine the success of the business. So some common solutions to finding and keeping key employees is by finding new staff through a recruiter and headhunter. Although that's not a bad idea, there's some things that need to be done prior to that taking place. Attracting new staff with higher financial incentives, meaning just throwing money at them, and keeping key people just by offering insufficient cash bonuses. So again, there are other ways that you can do that, but let's talk about a few other things. Let's do a quick review of finding and keeping key employees number 2. Now, we can protect our business's functionality in the event that a key person, including the owner, if they should die or become injured, with life insurance and disability insurance. Now, we can do this in particular with using a program or an insurance contract called Key Person Life Insurance. We can certainly keep our key employees from leaving by providing tax-efficient bonuses using the Key Person Life Insurance. Really, we're getting the best of both worlds, but this is really how it's done. A business wants to ensure their company will survive in the event one of their owners or key people dies. The most cost-effective way to do this is to purchase key person life insurance on the key players. There are 2 types of insurances used to cover these key people. The first one we'll work with is called term life insurance. Now, there are lots of different moving parts to any life insurance contract. The most important ones are the owner. In this case, it would be the business. The term or the length of the contract happens to be anywhere between 5 and 30 years generally. On the life of the insured, which happens to be the owner or the key person, never a business, so that in the event the insured should die, the beneficiary, which in this case would be the business, is going to receive a cash payout, and also referred to as the death benefit or the face value. Now, the cost or the premium payments needed to purchase the contract really depends on such things as the age, health, and the amount of death benefit coverage that's really needed on the insured. So in this case, how much insurance is really needed on the owner or the key person. The insurance company used to purchase this key person life insurance contract will also depend on the health of the insured as well as the overall cost. So not all insurance companies are the same. Now, at some point in time, the business is going to want to allow the insured to begin investing in tax-sheltered dollars or start investing in tax-sheltered investments. One way to do this is to convert the term policy into what's called a permanent policy. Now, the permanent policy can either be a whole life or a universal life insurance contract, and it has a cash value. So you'll see the big difference between the term and the permanent is that a permanent value insurance contract actually has a cash value component to it. Now, so here are some other differences. In terms of the owner there are 2 different owners here. You have a cash account and you also have the insurance proceed. In this particular case, oftentimes the business is the owner of the death benefit, and the owner or the key person is actually the owner of the cash value investment aspect. And also in terms of length of the contract, it can last somewhere around a lifetime in terms of the extension of the contract. The insured will still be the owner or the key person. The beneficiary, the business will be the beneficiary of the death benefit, and the beneficiary for the cash value will be the owner or the heirs of the owner's estates or the key person. The cost, because there's an investment portion, it's going to be pennies on the dollar plus whatever the investment is that'll go towards the investment aspect. The insurance company that you choose will certainly depend on the health, but also it's who has the best rate of return. Which insurance company has the best rate of return on their investments? To implement the permanent life insurance contract on the key personnel, we need to use what's called a split dollar or a shared arrangement agreement. Now, typically, and also in most cases, the business will actually pay the level cost of insurance, where the employee will actually contribute the investment dollars, and then these dollars actually grow tax deferred. The owner will own the death benefit while the key employee owns the cash value. And then while they're living, the business will continue paying the cost of insurance. And likewise, while the key employee is still living, they can actually potentially withdraw this cash value tax-free. Whereas at death, the company will receive the equivalent death benefit tax-free, and also at death, the heirs will receive an equivalent fund value, also tax-free. Again, lots of different moving parts there, and it's important to find out how each of these applies to your case. As always, it's important to move past the theoretical concepts to move them into actual plans that we put together for people. Here's a funeral company, and after identifying 2 key employees, the owners took out 2 separate term life insurance policies for $1.5 million each. After 2 years, the policies were converted into permanent whole life policies, and just historically, the return on the cash values has not fallen below 6.5% since 2009. Now, this is certainly not a guarantee that it will fall below 6.5. Historically, this particular whole life policy actually hasn't performed less than 5.9% over the past 65 years. And I'll provide a link at the bottom of this video for you to go and check out the information for yourself. Of course, to do all the things that we do, it requires a tremendous support team, and Maureen and Fred and David, they are key people in our organizations that help us do all the things. I'm sure there's lots that we can do to help your business grow, transition, and prosper. Certainly connect with us. We'd love to learn more about your business and find ways to overcome your challenges.